So it looks like Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna have reached a settlement in her lawsuit against Rob Kardashian for posting intimate photos of her on Instagram back in 2017. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, where you get daily and consistent hot topics in music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So over the weekend, I talked about Monique apologizing. I'm gonna put in quotes, apologizing, because a lot of you feel like I believed her apology. But I feel like, okay, we're one step closer to some good news, maybe. Well, it looks like Blac Chyna may have gotten her way, at least in this lawsuit. You know, the last story that I did on Blac Chyna and the Kardashians was that the Kardashians were seeking over $390,000 in their legal fees. Although she won in regards to them proving in court, yes, the Kardashians did jeopardize, did interfere with her possibility of getting a second season of Rob and Chyna. However, she was not awarded any sort of monetary damages. And I said to you, that's what she really wanted. She didn't care about any proving in court that, yes, I am right. She didn't want that. She wanted money. Well, it looks like she may have gotten some money in this whole situation with Rob Kardashian. So in the back and forth between Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna and the saga that is this very opportunistic relationship, it seems as if Blac Chyna has finally gotten something. This was set to go to trial today. However, in a last-minute settlement, it's not happening. So Rolling Stone is reporting this. It said Rob Kardashian and Blac Chyna reached a last-minute settlement to avert trial over Blac Chyna's allegations that Rob Kardashian illegally posted private photos of her on Instagram. I'm not saying the type of private photos. They're not just photos of her laying around. No, they are intimate photos of her on Instagram back in 2017. So they said, the Rolling Stones was reporting, they said jury selection was set to begin today, but prospective jurors were told that they were no longer needed. The case is not going forward. It's settled, a source confirms to Rolling Stone. Details of the 11th hour deal were not immediately known, but Chyna's lawyer, Lynn Ciani, said at a hearing last week that a financial settlement offer was on the table, but had been rejected by Kardashian's camp. At the same hearing, Kardashian's lawyers tried but failed to get the judge to recognize and enforce an alleged agreement to settle the case based on terms discussed in an email in late May. Ciani said the terms were never accepted by Blac Chyna, so there was never a deal. The court agreed. The purported pact involved Blac Chyna saying she would dismiss the revenge porn case if Kardashian resolved a separate civil case against the former couple without Blac Chyna having to pay a dime. Both sides said last week that they had hoped that the case would settle for the benefit of the couple's young daughter, Dream. So they said this, the reason Mr. Kardashian wants to settle this case, and I think it's important for the court to understand, is that he has a small child with Miss White, aka Blac Chyna, a girl, and this is the type of trial that will have to deal with a lot of very sensitive issues. That is the reason Mr. Kardashian wanted to settle this case. He doesn't want a year or 5 years, 10 years, his daughter to read about the fight between her parents that is going to involve sexually explicit images. This is what's said by Rob Kardashian's lawyer, Tom Egan. Look at Rob Kardashian being responsible. Okay. Ciani said that her client wasn't interested in diverting the case to a settlement judge ahead of the Monday trial and reminded the court Chyna's settlement offer had been rejected. There is a small daughter involved here. In fact, that's why plaintiff is moving forward with this case. She wants her daughter to know that it's not okay to post these types of photos, I'm paraphrasing, post it against your will, no matter who that person is. So just a little background on this story if you're not familiar, because I know there have been a lot of Blac Chyna versus the Kardashian lawsuits. Rolling Stones reminds us Blac Chyna first sued Kardashian in 2017 with claims his, quote, revenge porn rant was a form of domestic abuse. Rob Kardashian is an abuser intent on destroying Angela White, the mother of his baby, who left him in 2016. It says Kardashian posted private photos of Blac Chyna's private parts, buttocks, and nipples to his 9 million Instagram followers in a, quote, vicious social media tirade designed to hurt and publicly shame Miss White. As you also may recall, Rob Kardashian's account was suspended and he later apologized through his attorney, but Blac Chyna sued, adding other claims involving alleged domestic violence and accusing Kim Kardashian, Kris Jenner, Kylie Jenner, and Khloe Kardashian of trash talking her to TV executives and effectively killing her second season of Rob and Chyna.
Get your fucking ass up and work.
So they say a judge eventually severed the claims against Rob Kardashian from the claims against his mom and sisters. This is why we're talking about this case today. Jurors found in favor of the Kardashian women at a separate trial in April that involved testimony from Kim Kardashian, Kylie Jenner, Kris Jenner, and Khloe Kardashian. Just to clarify, because I know there has been this information out there that the Kardashians won. Not really. In that case, it was proven that they did have fault. There was a portion of some of the allegations where Kim Kardashian was dismissed from, but they all were found fault. But the jury did not award Blac Chyna any sort of monetary damages, which, like I've said, and I don't have a dog in this fight. That is exactly what Blac Chyna wanted. She wanted money. And it looks, now that this case was separated, this whole Rob case was separated, that she did get what she wanted. I don't know how much it is, but if she rejected the original settlement idea, then I'm sure she got at least something that she wanted. But based on what we've seen with Blac Chyna, it's probably not going to be enough to last her for a lifetime. So don't be surprised if you see more antics from Blac Chyna when it comes to the Kardashians. She's not done. She is planning to appeal her case against the Kardashians. Blac Chyna, just move on with your life. You're a beautiful girl. There's so much you could possibly do. Damn. I'm just saying, there's so much that she could do with herself. Like, you've been given so many different opportunities and a platform to do other things. And I feel like you just dropped the ball, and maybe it's because of other things that people have said about you, anger management issues. They've accused her of other things that I'm not going to get into.
What is it?
And we also covered the story where they were saying that Blac Chyna only has her kids. She has her son with Tyga once a week. And she has her daughter with Rob Kardashian twice a week. She also went on social media and said she had to give up her cars and things like that because she doesn't receive support. And that's when it was revealed that they were like, why would we support you? We pay for their school and they're with us the majority of the time. Technically, you should be paying them. Look, we know Tyga and Rob Kardashian are not innocent either. But Blac Chyna, like, what is going on with you? Like, I would love to see Blac Chyna turn this all around and do bigger and better things. Word on the street, though, according to the Jasmine brand, Blac Chyna is working on her own reality show. No word on what network this will be on. No, we didn't hear it was going to be on Zeus or WeTV, but she's working on her own reality show that's going to address some of the allegations that we've seen in the news about her and her court case against the Kardashians. Are you guys interested in a Blac Chyna reality show? Let's have that conversation below. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.